welcome to Mr. and Mrs. D. Hi! So there are a number of things that you have to consider when you move to Germany from a foreign country. And in our case, we moved from a Southeast Asian country, the Philippines, to Germany. First of all, you need to make sure that you have all your travel documents ready, especially your passport and an appropriate visa. By appropriate visa, I mean that you have a visa that suits the purpose of your stay in Germany, such as in the case when you're moving to Germany for a job or for instance, family reunification. Make sure you check the embassy website of your country, the German embassy website, to be updated on the requirements, and there shouldn't be a problem. If you're thinking of hiring an agency to take care of your visa application, you might want to reconsider this. Normally for the German visa requirements, you can check everything that is required of you to submit on the German embassy websites. It's normally quite clear, so you might want to check it out first before you decide on hiring an agency, just to save some money, because normally agencies, of course, charge you extra for their service. Always remember to check the validity of your passport before applying for a visa. If your passport is valid for less than 6 months, it might make sense to renew your passport before you apply for a visa. Mostly the reason for this is that a visa is never issued for longer than your passport is valid. So if your passport is valid, for instance, for only 6 more months, your visa will definitely not be valid longer than 6 months either. Since Germany has a relatively old population, jobs are actually readily available for professionals as well as vocational jobs. What to bring from your home country when you go to Germany. So for us, we decided to pack up things in big cartons with movers, such as bed sheets and pillows, even dishes, plates, and pots that we would need when we arrived in Germany, but we didn't immediately want to buy. So things like bed sheets, for instance, are pretty expensive in Germany, so it is smart to bring these things with you. We also packed up a number of clothes that we wouldn't immediately need, in our suitcases. So that is one of those things that we also packed in our boxes. Check out our list. It's simply good sense to inform yourself about the culture of the country where you're moving to, especially if you have never been there, if you haven't had any contact to the people from this country yet. So it helps you to understand what the mindset of the people is, and simply learn some do's and don'ts. When my husband and I initially moved to Germany, we actually moved to a very tiny town, which was about 2 hours away. So that was the closest bigger city that is in the vicinity of this town that we moved to. And while I am very acquainted with the German culture, I must admit, even I had a culture shock in this little town. So we had this very strange experience in our apartment block where people would check our trash. So yeah, that was a quite unpleasant experience. If you move to a bigger city where the population is more mixed and you have younger generation living in bigger cities as well, you are less likely to have these kinds of problems.